Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like a really long time since I posted a video, and I'm sorry. Long story short, life happened. Just school and work and everything, and I just had to focus on my priorities and get those straight, but now it's summer and I'm back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do an empties video just to get back on track, and then I'll do like a favorites, and then I'll get back to tutorials and reviews and all that kind of stuff. So I have all of the stuff that I've used up since my last empties video basically, which was in March. So this is basically the rest of March and April empties, and it's really not as much as I thought it would be, but we will get started and see what's in here. So the first thing is right on top, and it is Salon Perfect. These are the eye makeup corrector sticks. I highly recommend that you go to your local Walmart and pick up like as many of these as you can grab and buy all of them. They're super cheap. They're less than $4 for 50, and they're great. I use them every single time I do my makeup. They're perfect for getting right under the eye. They don't irritate your eyes or anything like that, because if you're like me, I have really sensitive eyes and I can't get anything in them, and it's just not a good story. So I think I actually have another one of those in here, and I need to go get some more because I'm down to my last one. Like, I buy them in bulk. I wish they sold them at Sam's Club too. I would just like cartons of them, please. So the next thing I have is this Cherry Blossom bubble bath, this big huge, you know, liter size bottle of it. I've gotten really into baths lately, and I'll just take one every single night. It used to be I would only take a bath if I didn't feel good, because it would just, I don't know, something about water is very soothing to me. But lately, I've gotten really in to taking baths. So I used up that, and I used up this Ulta bottle too, this Calypso Orchid. I had gotten this when it was on clearance at Ulta, and it smelled so good for a really long time, but then I just got sick of it and using it as a body wash, so I ended up just using up the rest of it as a bubble bath. Very nourishing on the skin. It's got vitamin E and ginger, and these are always, like always, on sale at Ulta. If they're not on sale, the world is ending. So I don't think they actually have that scent anymore, but they also have a couple of other good scents if you wanted to go pick some of those up. Alright, so now the rest of the stuff isn't so big, and I have to like reach in here and get it out. So I have some makeup remover wipes from Neutrogena. You know, you've heard about these. They're basically famous. They're everybody's favorite, but not mine. I think that they're a little too greasy for me. I actually really prefer the Clean and Clear ones, or the Up and Up brand from Target are actually really good too, but I got these from Sam's Club, and it comes with 3 in a box, so I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done with those. Next, I have this Manuka Honey Peel-Off Mask from Montagne Jeunesse. Hated this. It smelled so bad and gave me such a bad headache that I really couldn't even focus on any of the benefits it gave my skin. And it didn't peel off very easily either. There's just so many better masks out there, and I think that some of their other masks are actually really good, like the chocolate one. I think the chocolate one's actually really good. That one I did not like, and you know that I'm going to be honest with you here on my channel. I do not recommend that mask. Yes, there is another one of the Salon Perfect in here, so that makes 2, which means I've used up 100 of those suckers since March. Next, I have this little baby bottle of instant moisturizer. Man, you can't see anything. This is the Instant Moisturizer from Sephora. It's just a little tube, but it actually lasts a really long time because you don't need that much. It's a very creamy, hydrating moisturizer. It works great if you have dry skin, and I used it every single time I would put on makeup, like right before I put on my makeup. I actually think that this was either in my last favorites video or my last empties video, maybe both. I'm not sure. I used up a tube of toothpaste. I know a couple of other YouTubers talk about what toothpaste they use, so I thought I would just share this with you. I'm actually almost halfway done with another tube of it. This is the Crest 3D White in the Radiant Mint. The Radiant Mint is my favorite flavor. I always tend to stick more towards the like sweet mint or the spearmint type of flavors. Alright. I never really like the cinnamon ones because those make my tongue feel funny. TMI. I have a Dove Deep... Oh, Jesus. I have this Dove Deep Moisture Nutrient Wash for softer, smoother skin after one shower, and it really does give you softer skin, and it actually smells, this is like the original scent, but it actually smells really good. And I actually got another small bottle of this and another scent in my Walmart beauty box for spring, and I can't wait to use that because I love the way that it makes my skin feel. So I think after I finish using up some other of my body washes, because, you know, goo hoarding, I will purchase a full-size bottle of that, because I know Dove is like super affordable, and, you know, it's not like Bath and Body Works where it's like, oh, you get all this fancy smelling yumminess, but, you know, it doesn't really do anything to your skin. That actually helps my dry skin a lot. Next, I have this sample of the Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals, and this was in the shade Vanilla 2. Oh, gosh. It looked great on the skin. It did. But as far as Complexion Rescue goes, I'd have to say that honestly it ruined my complexion. I had these, they weren't bumps, but it was like red splotchy dots, I guess, all over my cheeks and my forehead after I used that. I don't know if I'm allergic, because I have the bare skin too, and that doesn't do it. Just this did it. And I don't know if it's like one of the ingredients in here. Maybe I'm allergic to it. But I'm glad that I just tried the sample before I got the bottle, because my coworker Mary Kate she loves that stuff and just absolutely raves about it. But I did not like it. And I mean, well, I did like it, but I didn't like what it did to my skin. Okay, so we're getting down to the bare bones here. I guess I'll save the makeup samples for last, and I'll use up my last skincare. So I finished up this bottle of Not Soap Radio. This was one of the bottles that I talked about in my favorites. This is When Life Gives You One Too Many Lemons and You've Misplaced Your Happy Place. And it smelled, oh, it smells so good, and it really does. Like, I used it as soap and as a bubble bath one night, and it really did, like, help me find my happy place. So that was a very nice soap, and I got another one of their soaps in my last Birchbox, and it's something about victory and shark attacks. I don't know. They have the cutest little sayings on their bottles. I just love them. Alright, so now I have a couple of makeup samples. Actually, it's funny, I have 2 eyeshadow primers in here, which, go figure, you'd use up. I mean, that's like one of the hardest things to use up, I feel like, because you only need so much. So the first one I have is this Nars one. I got this from Sephora, and it's great, but I feel like it's very hard to get out of the tube. Like, I mean, I would be like bending the thing to get any more out, because it was like after 2 uses you couldn't get anything out, so that was kind of a bummer. But it is a good eyeshadow primer, and I imagine that the full size, is actually pretty good. I love Nars anyway. And then the other eyeshadow primer I have is my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this took me forever to use up, and I still have a full-size tube that I'm trying to use up, but it is my favorite, and I really, really love it. And they actually just came out with a couple, they came out with a couple of new ones. One of them's limited edition, and that's the Enigma, and it's like a soft taupey matte. And then they came out with Minor Sin to replace Sin, and it's just not, they're very similar, but it's just a little bit different. But they all have like the doe foot applicators now, like it used to when it came in like the hourglass shaped bottle forever ago. And I actually think that I like that a little bit better because it's more practical to put on your eyelids. Okay, and then I used up this e.l.f. eyeliner. This was alright. I've gotten away from using eyeliners where you have to like dip them back in. I'm more into like the pen eyeliners, like the tattoo liner from Kat Von D or the Jessie's Girl liner that you can get at Rite Aid. But it was a good eyeliner while I had it. I mean, no complaints there. It did, when it started getting really old, it started getting really gray. So that's when I decided it was time for it to go. And then I did use up this mascara from Calvin Klein. It was a dry formula to begin with, but then it dried up even faster, so it was very hard to use. But I do like the wand because you can use it when it's short to volumize, and then when you twist the cap, and you can use it when it's long to lengthen. So that was actually really nice. I just wish that the formula was a little bit different, because it's just a very dry formula, and it's like, to get on your eyelids. So, and then the last thing that I have for my empties is my Dream Matte Powder from Maybelline. When it comes to using powders, I always just use something from the drugstore. I mean, I don't need some, like, fancy powder because I use I use like a nicer foundation like the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, but I don't ever set it with like a fancy powder just because it's just setting to me. I'm not using it for more coverage or anything like that, but this was a nice powder. It did keep me pretty matte. And I'm very sad that they don't make it anymore because I wanted it. But now I've been using the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I've been enjoying that. But I don't know about the Dream Wonder. If you've tried the Dream Wonder powder from Maybelline, leave me a comment down below and your thoughts on it. And then also, if there's any videos that you want me to do, let me know, and I'll try and go ahead and get those out for you guys, not have such a big gap, like I'll try and get back on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of routine. And I'm just so glad to be in front of the camera and back talking to you guys. You have no idea how good this feels. And I will talk to you guys again on Wednesday. Have a great week, and I will see you all later. Bye!